Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is July 1st, 2021. We're one day away from the Bloodhunt closed alpha. I'm sure a lot of you got the key already, the closed alpha key, and you loaded it up on Steam. What you guys probably don't know is that once the game downloads and installs, you actually get access to a couple of video files within the archive. And what I'm going to show you here is actually the in-game official tutorial videos for the powers. So we're going to start off with one of the Bruja abilities. This is the Brute ability, and from what it looks like, and I'll replay it again, it looks like it's some sort of healing mechanic. See how they're healing right there on the bottom left? And if I play that again, it looks like they're getting shot at and they're running away, and then they kind of just duck off to the side and get full heals. Well, not full heals, but they regain their health ability. So that's actually a really cool one. Could be useful. This is the one we've seen before. This is the pushback mechanic. This is also for the Bruja, it looks like. It's the Brute ability. It's another Brute ability. So see how they push, and then the knockback kind of goes through that whole corridor, and it looks like it travels at a slower pace. But there it is moving, and then it hits and it knocks them back. So that's actually a pretty cool one as well. Good to kind of use during engagements if you're getting pushed with a melee weapon. We then have this ability here. This one is, I can't really tell. It looks like it's the Bruja Vandal ability, but it looks like it just maybe gives you really hard hitting melee. Maybe ups the damage on your melee. Let's play that again. So it looks like they rush this player and they literally one hit the player with that melee weapon, and it downs them immediately. So probably really good if you utilize melee weapons a lot. That might be a good class to check out. And then the final Bruja, which is also a Vandal, is the I'm not too sure what this one is, guys. Looks like it's just, oh, this is the the push up, the one where they kind of jump up ability. We've seen it in trailers and gameplay before. There we go. He's about to fall. He uses it and he jumps up. Okay. All right. Got it. And I think actually this is the final. This is the final Bruja one, and this is that slam that we've seen before. Pretty cool. Knocks them back. I don't know if it does any damage, but it definitely looks really cool. Probably really good to kind of throw your opponents off if you're getting shot at and you just slam down on them and push them away. All right, next we have the Nosferatu Prowler. This is a Prowler ability. We've seen this one before. So this one, they do a little bit of damage, or they do some damage to the opponent, and it leaves a blood trail, which it makes it easier for you to follow them. So this is one of the Prowler abilities. Really cool. I think this one will come really handy if you have a lot of opponents that try to escape and try to run away. So really cool one. This is the Nosferatu Prowler ability number 2. And this is that ability where they kind of go invis in a shadowy invis animation. This one is really cool. And then they use those Scourge Blades there to finish off their opponent. Really cool. See how they kind of, they hit one shotgun shot, it looks like, and then I can't tell if they hit 2 swipes or 1, but that literally downed their opponent. That first swipe downed their opponent. So I'm wondering if this ability also gives a damage boost. I know it gives a speed boost, but definitely really cool. And then we have another Prowler ability. This is the one we've seen them use this before as well. They kind of cast some bats in an area, and then it lets you kind of get a little bit of visibility of who's in that area, even if you're behind cover, if you're behind a wall or behind an object, kind of like the, quote unquote wall hacks for a certain amount of time, which is really cool. This is probably going to come in really handy during final circles. So next we have the Nosferatu Saboteur ability number 1. This one, we've heard about this one before. If you stay crouched for a decent amount of time, it looked like it was about a second or two, it makes you go invis. So that's a really cool ability there as well. if you want to be sneaky around the map. And this is another Nosferatu Saboteur ability. Looks like they tossed... Oh, we haven't seen that one before. Okay, so they tossed some sort of grenade, sticky grenade, on a environment on a wall. And did you see that radius there? There's actually a radius of detection, it looks like. And I'll try to pause it right there. And if you guys take a look, that's the radius right there. So it looks like a small radius, but it can definitely be utilized really, really well for trapping opponents and setting up traps to when they're, baiting, when you're baiting them and whatnot. So really cool ability. And this is, again, the Saboteur. And then we next have the Toreador Muse, it looks like. Okay, so this is the one where, if you're familiar with Loba from Apex, you kind of throw something in a general direction and then you teleport in that direction. See how they kind of threw like a ghost looking figure? I'll try to pause it. See, there we go. And you can actually see them kind of looking in that general direction. And right there is the figure, basically where you're going to place that ability. And then they throw it and then they teleport there. So this is going to come in really handy, not only when you're down, but probably when you're trying to get out of a sticky situation as well. That's the Toreador Muse ability. Here's another Muse ability. It looks like... Okay. All right, yeah, so it's kind of what we expected. It looks similar to that previous one. I don't know if that previous one you can only use when you're downed, but this is going to be really cool to kind of set up a position and then flank, and then maybe recall yourself to that other position there. That's actually really, really cool. You guys can see how many strats and abilities you can utilize to kind of play out the matches and the engagements. This is going to be really cool, and how you utilize your cooldowns and your abilities are going to come in very handy. So this is another Muse ability here. Looks like it's a healing. Oh, so they're healing the teammate there. Okay. So the Muse looks like they're going to be using this ghostly figure animation to kind of is probably centered around that, all their powers and abilities, including that previous teleport for the 2 videos we saw and the healing that we see here. So if you like playing healer, this is probably going to be the class for you. And then we also have the Toreador Siren ability. And let's see what this does. Okay, so I wonder if this... See how they fed, but the other civilians didn't really panic or anything? I'm wondering if this is some sort of mind control or blindness that they put on. Really strange. I'm not too sure what this one does. Let me know if you let me know in the comments if you guys have an idea of what this one probably is. And then last but not least, we have the last Siren ability here. This is also... Okay, so this is definitely a blinding ability. This is the Toreador Siren. Looks like there's a little bit of a charge animation. So definitely something to keep in mind. It's good to blind your opponent, but keep in mind that it takes about 1, 2, 3 seconds maybe to charge. So definitely keep that in mind. And yeah, so those are the tutorial videos for the abilities that we have found in the archives of the files for Bloodhunt for the closed alpha. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are excited as I am for the closed alpha tomorrow. And we'll be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/WillyWillFB. Hopefully you guys can join me there. And we'll be there bright and early. It'll be 5 a.m. our time, Pacific time. But we'll be there, man. Hopefully I can catch you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great one. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.